Nadia Lopez is not only the principal, but she's the founding principal of Mott Bridges Academy, a middle school in Brownsville, Brooklyn. The school is STEAM-focused, and its core philosophy is that every child can learn if they are provided with a nurturing, safe, and academically rigorous environment with caring adults. There are so many stories to tell, but I just want to offer one tiny, but I thought telling example of what Principal Lopez does every day. When I called to inform her that she is being honored with a Blackboard Award, and hopefully she'll accept that honor, I just said, how was your day? It was about 6 or 7 o'clock when we were speaking because she was working all day. And I don't know, I was just kind of putting it out there to get to know her a little bit. And she said, well, my social studies teacher was absent, and rather than, have an empty day for those students, I taught every social studies class. And she's saying, and I'm paraphrasing, but that was like a day or two after the election. And she said, we spun out all these incredible conversations about national participation, community participation. And I remember very vividly, she said to me, a couple of students were asking, what does it mean that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Because I guess they heard that phrase, in all the rhetoric around the election. And that led to a whole nother conversation, she said, about economics and, how systems of economics and politics work. And I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, man, boy, did we pick the right person. And it should be said, I had no idea about the photo. No one tells me anything. I had no idea about the Humans of New York thing until after she was selected, and then we learned some more about her. So, without further ado, please welcome our second honored principal tonight, Nadia Lopez.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. You're here to celebrate education. So I want you to be so excited because my day, it was interesting, as it always is interesting. And I had one of those hard days, so I literally was in the back tearing up because I remember telling my staff about 3 hours ago, it's hard to push through sometimes. It's hard to make it in sometimes. But I'm here because of my scholars, and I'm here because I want every one of my adults to win. So let me always be grateful to the individuals who honored me. Thank you so much for choosing me, and with so many educators who are doing dynamic work, it's truly a privilege to be amongst my colleagues. And for it to be about education excellence. So thank you so much to the Blackboard committee. I opened a school to close a prison. And I say that because those are my words, and I believe it every single day. I opened a school in Brownsville, Brooklyn, where the average income mean is $11,000. In the housing developments on the outskirts, it's $28,000. The scholars who come into my building, on average, I get 9% who are proficient. That means only 9% can read on grade level or compute on grade level in math or ELA. But I'm expected to get them on grade level to get ready for high school, which sounds virtually impossible. So I only have 3 years. And in what's become the 7th year of my tenure at Mott Bridges Academy, I've lost nearly $600,000 because of loss of enrollment, because oftentimes what ends up happening is that a lot of our scholars are pulled from 5th grade to go to charter schools before I can get them in 6th grade. So we're all trying to survive. And although I don't have the money, I have the village mentality that our children are our responsibilities. And I cannot allow any child to feel like they are not valuable. They are often marginalized. They are often told that they are no good enough. A lot of them have been abandoned. A lot of them have been abused. A lot of them come from households where their parents are not able to take care of them, but they survive. And I never say that my children at any time need handouts. They need access and they need opportunity. And the reason why I created a STEAM-focused environment is because oftentimes those who are the creators of great things like science, technology, engineering, arts, and math are not allowed to be in those very industries. So you have a multi-billion-dollar industry, yet they're not being prepared. In 7th grade, I prepare my scholars as well for entrepreneurship. So every single one of them have to learn how to make money and pitch an idea. Because if they're only going to be allowed in their communities to know what it's like to make $11,000, it is unacceptable. So I'm charged as an educator to empower my staff who have a tremendous job. I'm charged as a principal and a mother to look at children and tell them that they are valuable, they are brilliant, and they are exceptional. And I'm charged as a human being to care and to add value to those who come into this community without ever asking for more than what they've received. So again, I'm so honored and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to my family and to those parents who came and my staff members. I truly appreciate you. This is done for you. And together, all of us in this room, we can always do better. Thank you.